to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. All right, guys, it's about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The price of Bitcoin is currently at $107,792, and I'm going to just do a really quick top-down analysis. It is the 4th of July here in the United States, so there's not much going on. But for people that are like me, that are fiends of the Bitcoin price and the charts, I decided just to make a really quick video. I usually do altcoins today as well, but there's not really much happening with the altcoins, so we're skipping that this week. So starting off here with the weekly, right now we have about 2 days and 3 hours before this candle closes. Right now it's an indecisive red candle. Yesterday it was green, so we still have to see how it turns out from here to Sunday. The 21 moving average is at 95,596. The stochastics are on the way down. Yesterday they kind of looked like they wanted to curve up. Since we fell down today to 107, around there, it looks like it's pointing down, so we still got to give this a couple more days here. The 3-day chart, the stochastics still look like they want to go up. We're above the 21 moving average. That's bullish. The 2-day chart does look like it wants to come down, but we are still above the 21 moving average as well. Now on the daily, yesterday we closed bullish, but today we have a red engulfing candle. We still have about 2 hours and a half before this candle closes. The stochastics are pointing up though, so hopefully we could stay above the 50 and the 21 moving average. If we do lose the 50 and the 21, then the next stop of support would be the 80 moving average, which is at 102,210. So let's see what ends up happening. Again, today the stock market is closed. There's not that much volume. A lot of people are on holiday with their family, so not much is going to be happening here. 22-hour chart, we're getting some bearish divergence on the stochastic RSI. We're starting to get a little toppy here as well, and we kind of lost the 21 moving average briefly, but we just popped back up 30 minutes before that this closes. On the 12 hours we're toppy as well. 10-hour on the way down, 8-hour on the way down, we lost the 21. 6-hour, we're also on the way down. We're losing the 21 as we speak. Now on the 4-hour chart, we came all the way down. We're starting to reset. We're starting to lose a 21 and the 50 moving average. So the 200 moving average is at 105,994, basically 106,000. If we continue to go down, this is where we should have some type of support like we did have here, and maybe we should bounce back up. Again, if we lose the 200 for a very long time and start closing a lot of candles underneath, it's possible that we might have to turn bearish again. Something that I'm looking at here is that this does look like a possible inverted head and shoulder, where this is the shoulder, this is the head, and we're creating the right shoulder as we speak now. I do have already some patterns here. As you can see, it's getting a little cluttered, but I'm going to put the measured move here of this inverted head and shoulder, and the measured move to this would take us all the way to about 117,800. So you know what, let's leave it there. The 4-hour is about to reset on the stochastic. We never know, this might pop up. That kind of looks to me like a complex inverted head and shoulder. I have it there in blue. I'm gonna hold it there. Let's see what ends up happening. Maybe it won't play out. There's going to be probably low volume this weekend as well, so let's see what ends up happening. Head over to the 1-hour chart. The stochastics are low. It looks like we're on the way up. Now on the 15-minute, I had this flag here, and we dropped out of this flag. I still want to keep it because since the stochastics are low, and especially if this inverted head and shoulder on the 4-hour plays out, we'll probably get back in the pattern and probably go back up. That flag would take us as well to about 112,000, let's call it. I also have this other flag here from prior, and this one would take us to about 111,000. So I have 3 patterns that are showing that we should go up. So of course we came down a little bit. We consolidated. Yesterday we went up a lot. We went up to like 110,500. Again, look, on the 15-minute, this kind of looks to me like an inverted head and shoulder that will play out. This will probably bring us back up to about the 200 moving average at 109,000. So let's see what happens from here to Sunday. Can't speculate too much. If we do fall down, I see us going down to about 105,000 and bouncing back up from there. Overall, I still think that we will be making a bigger move back, at least to 110,500, maybe 111,000, 112,000. Let's see what ends up happening. Guys, make sure to like this video. I did do this on the 4th of July. I know a lot of us are with family and stuff like that, but I figured that most of us would still want to know what's happening with Bitcoin. So if this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.